Have you ever imagined being swept away by a storm into a magical world where roads are made of shining bricks, animals can talk, and a wicked witch is after you? This is the story of an ordinary girl who found herself on an extraordinary adventure. Today we dive into the incredible tale of Dorothy, where every step leads to a new mystery. So let's step into the magical land of Oz. Dorothy was just a normal girl, living in Kansas with her Aunt Em, Uncle Henry, and her little dog Toto. One day the sky turned dark and strong winds began to blow. A massive tornado swept across the land, and before Dorothy could run to safety, the storm lifted her house into the sky. Everything spun around as Dorothy held onto Toto tightly, scared and helpless. After what felt like an eternity, the house suddenly stopped. Dorothy slowly opened the door and stepped outside, only to find herself in a bright, colorful world. Strange little people called munchkins gathered around her, celebrating. Before Dorothy could understand what was happening, a beautiful lady in a pink gown appeared. She was Glinda, the Good Witch. She told Dorothy that her house had fallen on the Wicked Witch of the East, and now Dorothy had her magical ruby slippers. Suddenly, the sky darkened, and a frightening figure appeared, the Wicked Witch of the West. Her green skin glowed under the sun, and her sharp eyes filled with rage. She wanted the ruby slippers, but Glinda's magic protected Dorothy. Furious, the witch disappeared, vowing revenge. Glinda told Dorothy that the only way home was to find the Wizard of Oz, who lived in the Emerald City. Dorothy had to follow the yellow brick road. She took a deep breath, held Toto close, and began walking. After some time, Dorothy met a strange figure, a scarecrow, hanging on a wooden pole. He told her he wished he had a brain so he could think properly. Dorothy invited him to join her. Further down the road, they found a Tin Man, rusted and unable to move. Dorothy oiled his joints, and he told her he longed for a heart. He joined them on their journey. Suddenly, a huge lion jumped in front of them, trying to scare them, but he was more scared than they were. He admitted he had no courage. Dorothy invited him along to ask the wizard for bravery. The road became darker, and trees looked twisted and eerie. Suddenly, shadows flew overhead. The Wicked Witch had sent her flying monkeys to capture Dorothy. Dorothy was taken to the Wicked Witch's castle, a tall black fortress surrounded by storm clouds. The witch laughed wickedly, trying to take the ruby slippers, but a magic force stopped her. Meanwhile, the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Lion disguised themselves as guards and sneaked into the castle. They were determined to save Dorothy. They freed Dorothy, but the Wicked Witch appeared, blocking their way. In the chaos, Dorothy accidentally threw a bucket of water on the witch. To everyone's surprise, the witch screamed in agony and melted into nothing. With the witch gone, the friends returned to the Emerald City, excited to meet the wizard. Inside the palace, the wizard appeared as a floating, powerful head. But Toto pulled back a curtain, revealing an ordinary man using a machine. The wizard admitted he wasn't magical, but he gave a diploma to the Scarecrow, proving he was smart. A heart-shaped clock to the Tin Man, proving he had emotions. A medal to the Lion, proving he was brave. Dorothy was sad. How would she get home? Just then, Glinda appeared, smiling. Glinda told Dorothy to click her heels 3 times and say, "There's no place like home." Dorothy closed her eyes and whispered the words. Dorothy woke up in her bed. Aunt Em and Uncle Henry were there. Was it all a dream? She wondered, hugging Toto. Dorothy realized, home is the most magical place of all.